everybody. Today I wanted to do a kind of quick video about collecting and values and prices and that sort of thing. And I'm making this now because my daughter has gotten into American Girl, so I've been kind of rummaging through places like eBay to try and find good deals, but I see a lot of not very good deals and people saying, well, you know, the doll is like new, so I want the brand new price for it, even if, you know, it's missing something or its hair's all frizzed out or something like that. And the only thing I can think of to really equate that to is think of if somebody was selling a cigarette and they said, this cigarette is like new, I've only taken 2 puffs off of it. I mean, would you still want that versus what it would cost you to buy that cigarette brand new? So I'm just making this little video for collectors and people selling, and you know, maybe it'll open a few eyes. And I'm going to start here by looking at the Thai Beanie Babies that were really popular when I was in middle school and for a while I was in high school. And like you'll see here, here's a set. It's Yo Gabba Gabba Thai Beanie Babies, and they're asking $20. It's got 0 bids, but I wouldn't say that that's unreasonable because it's got the whole set, and at least when I was into Beanie Babies, I think they were about $6 a piece. So that's $6, $12, $18, $24, $30 worth of them for $20 plus the $5 shipping. Excellent condition, smoke-free home is what it says down here. And that's what you want to see if you're collecting. If you're just getting it to play with, if you just want something to, you know, throw to your 3-year-old daughter to tear apart, it doesn't really matter as much. But the price makes a big difference in what you're willing to buy and why, because it could very well be that I haven't searched it, but maybe I could buy each one of these separately for $1 a piece, in which case I'm overpaying this seller for what they want by $15. So it's worth it to look around. And here, I'll even try looking for that in just a second. But for instance, we have this Thai Beanie Baby Rare. Doesn't even say the name in the title, which would be helpful for people who might be searching for that particular one. Here it says Bongo, 1995. Tag is in okay condition, but not mint. Now, I have, you know, case after case of Beanie Babies back in, you know, my mom's house, and they are in perfect condition, I would say, because I was a teenage collector, so I didn't really, you know, take them out and play with them and have scenarios and scenes. But still, I would not say it would be worth $45 at this point, because this is about 17 years old at this point. And so to ask $45 only makes sense, or you're only actually going to get the bids on it if it's something that's in demand. If not, it's worth what people are willing to pay for it. Places like the magazine, I don't know if it still exists, but Toy Fair, they used to put inflated prices on all their collectibles, and no, a collectible is worth what somebody is willing to pay for it, and that's about it. And eBay is going to be a place where you tend to get the higher end of that. Right here, retired 1997 Thai Princess Diana Bear. I got one of these. We bought it new back when they first came out way back when. It didn't have all these little cards or whatever these are with it. But we bought it like new for $200. And yes, they don't make them anymore, but Beanie Babies are not a hot trending item anymore for them to be of any kind of value to that extent. And you can see here, like this Bongo monkey here has no bids at $45. Well, this one at 50 cents has no bids. This one at 99 cents has no bids. So what does this person think they're going to get $45 out of a 17-year-old toy that is no longer in demand? This one's buy it now for $1.09, and it looks like in very good condition with a tag protector on it. Here's a lot of 12 Beanie Baby cats for $5. So why would I pay $45 to get one monkey that I could probably find? And here, we'll try that too. Let me see. Beanie Baby Bongo the monkey. $2.99. Buy it now. I mean, we were forced to go into the Operation Santa thing because somebody put us in for it last year on the military post, and they actually gave us Beanie Babies from Goodwill that had the tag and the butt tag cut off. So I mean, you know, even these McDonald teeny Beanie Babies that were going for $100 a piece way back in the late 90s, $3, no bids. I mean, nobody wants them anymore, so that means the value has gone out of them. The same thing with Skylanders. I mean, it's very much a market to where Skylanders are a hot toy right now, but 2 or 3, 4 years from now, when they stop having Skylander games and they stop having all the Skylander ads, people aren't going to pay $20, $30, $40 for a Wham shell. Now, if you look for American Girls on here, which is the one that I'm looking for more recently, one of the biggest advantages, I think, to American Girl right now is that not only are they a hot toy right now, but they've been around for 26 years. So the dolls have fairly much retained their value, but you also have to consider, unless there is a reason for your doll to be worth, X amount of money, it's not worth X amount of money. I mean, there's no point for me to pay new or nearly new prices if I can go to the American Girl store or the American Girl catalog or the website and I can buy it brand new and not have to worry about, is there stains, is there damage, is there, something gross with the body that I don't see in your ad. I'll give you an example is that I got a Jess doll, which they retired in 1996. I got it for a really good price on a really low bid. So I was happy to get it, but then it got here and it had all kinds of scratches and ink stains and damage that wasn't listed, and I ended up getting most of it out, but it did take a lot of work and I wouldn't have even bid on it had I known that that damage was on there. So that's another thing, like people are taking a chance by even thinking about bidding on what you're offering. And here is their first doll of the year, and that was Lindsay. And Lindsay's a cute doll. She's by no means an ugly doll. But she was not a very popular doll, and she lasted for a long time from trying to sell her inventory. And yes, Lindsay is no longer available, so that gives her a rarity. That makes her maybe a choice thing for collectors to go after. I wouldn't mind to buy a Lindsay doll if I found one at a good price, but I don't think that $1,000 or $999.99 is a fair price for this doll because she was fairly unpopular. There are other dolls, nicer dolls that you can get that are maybe more appealing to your child, especially since she's 10 years old now, and you'll pay way less. But I believe that these were new in 2001, $60 to $80, so I would say $1,000 is way too much even with the accessories. Okay, now here's another one that I would find interesting to look at. They have 6 dolls here. Looks like Kit, Kaylee, Felicity, Josefina, Marisol, and Julie. I'm probably getting a few of those wrong, but okay, there's some damage. They're at least being honest and showing the damage. As far as you can tell, there's no X's, which means that it was not a return, it was not a secondhand item. But these dolls also come naked. They don't have any clothes with them. They're used, obviously, because this one over here has damage, and this one here has damage. So they've been well used, and they're wanting $600 to get 6 dolls. Now, granted, it looks like if that is Marisol and that is the Kaylee or Kylie doll, then those are both retired, as is the Felicity doll. But you can still get them for under $100 a piece if you buy them separately. So why is it worth $600 to get 6 naked dolls if I could buy 3 of them in the store right now for $105 brand new, not played with, not torn up? It just comes to the point where what they want doesn't make sense. And maybe if they were selling them individually, they'd have better luck. But a lot of 6 dolls, first you're going to run into collectors who, or actually even individual people that aren't going to want 6 dolls. And if you find a collector that has been, collecting them and after them for years, they're probably going to have several of these dolls already. So this is not an appealing setup for an auction. I think the biggest thing that people don't understand when they're pricing collectibles is that your emotional attachment to the item does not give it value. And for instance, here's Kanani. She was the 2011 Girl of the Year. She's been the only Hawaiian girl that they've ever made. They're asking for her whole starter set in original boxes, $550. Now, to a collector, that might be worth it. I still personally think that's pretty high. I've seen this entire set used with extra clothes of Kanani's and a seal for as low as $180 with Buy It Now. So I'd say that's high, but if you want everything pristine in the box, of course you're going to pay more. I don't personally care for it because I'm going to give it to a 5-year-old girl. And then you see things like the Julie car wash set, which this is huge if you've ever been to an American Girl store. This car is huge. I mean, these dolls can sit in this car and drive this car, and they're big dolls to begin with. But the car set, I believe, is $350 in the store, and they're asking $424 for the same thing. So why do you think, with $70.93 for shipping, how can you even, have the balls really to say that, hey, I want over $100 more with shipping than what this car retails for? It's not rare, it's not in a high demand, and people can get it anywhere. The same thing with McKenna's bed right now. McKenna has sold out as of the point of me making this video. Her bed is still available, but it's back ordered. The bed is about $200 and something to buy on the American Girl store, but they're wanting, $400 to $600 to get it because, oh well, if you want it for Christmas time, which by now I would also say it's too late to even get for Christmas, pay us more money up front. A real collector can wait. A collector can wait, and most kids can wait. I'd rather give my 5-year-old an IOU than spend an extra $200 to $400 on a bed that they don't even know to begin with. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying here is if you're buying, buy smart, shop around, be patient, don't wait up until, November and December to start Christmas shopping and then whine and moan that McKenna dolls cost $400 and you can't afford that and you're so mad that American Girl doesn't still have them in stock for $105. Plan ahead. There's going to be a Girl of the Year in 2013. Buy her if you want her in January. Buy her if you want her at least by the summer. And put her away in a closet, put her in a storage, put her in the trunk of your car if that's what it takes. But don't sit there and wait till the last minute to do your shopping, because that's when all these people that want $400, $500, $600 for stuff that doesn't cost anywhere near that in retail value get it because of people like you that don't plan. Like this starter set, $469.99, $419, buy it now. This starter set cost $185 in the store. It came with the doll, it came with 3 extra outfits, 2 books, the accessory packs, $185. Don't sit with your thumb up your butt and then pay $419 later. And if you are selling, I mean, that's your right to price it for whatever you want to, but you're probably not going to sell it because if I were in desperate need for a McKenna starter set and I was looking at your listing, I would say I'll just wait till next year, or I'll find a doll that looks similar and fake a McKenna rather than pay you 2 to 4 times what the item is actually worth. So just buying these things up to resell them might get you a little bit of money, might, work as an inflated price for a while, but long term it does not work. The only real way to make money at this kind of thing consistently is to buy low, sell high, and of course, like I said before, after you smoke a cigarette, you can't sell it for like new condition because that's gross and nobody wants it. The same thing goes with a doll. I'll pay, $20 to $40 for a used American Girl doll that's not special or retired or has some additional value. But I'm not going to pay you, $300, $400, $500 in this big bonanza because it's a used item. It's been played with, it's been messed with. It's not in mint or pristine condition because these dolls, even though they're built well and built to last, they do not. And they get scratches, they get scuffs, their hair gets messed up, their joints get messed up. Sometimes, things get cut off like hair and the neck strings, or bodies get damaged and dirty, and you can't fix that easily or cheaply. So if you have a Kaylee doll that's missing a leg and you say, I want $100, even though she only cost $80 new, I'm not going to pay you $100 because that's ridiculous. I might pay you $10, $15, $20 because I would have to send it to the doll hospital and spend $40 to get her a new body. So that's just my note on collecting and buying and selling, and good luck to everybody searching. I know that's probably not helpful, but I've just seen so much of this American Girl stuff overpriced on eBay and just at these ridiculous levels, and people buying it weeks ago, not so much now that it's so close to Christmas. But it's just a little maddening for me because I don't have a problem with waiting, but it's like, you have the gall to ask 4 times the price of a $30 dress on here, and I don't see it, and I don't understand why people are doing it. So that's my venti thoughts for the day. Have a good one yourself, and I'll see you later in another video. Goodbye.